Welcome, everyone. It's Howie Schwartz. It is awesome to be here tonight on another OfferVault free training series. If this is your first webinar with us, welcome. Excited to have you here. If you've been on other live webinars or if you've watched any of the replays, it's great to have you back. I do encourage everyone to try to participate live as much as you can, just so you can ask questions. And if not, of course, we have all the replays available. For the replays, make sure that you're logged into your OfferVault accounts. Click your free training tab, and you're going to be able to see all of our replays. And we have a lot of content to share with you. We've done a good amount of webinars on running traffic recently. And if you go back in the past month, we have webinars on how to apply for affiliate networks. So lots of great content for you to get going. So if you're here live tonight, welcome. And please continue to type in your questions live, and we're going to try to get to as many of them as we can. So tonight, we're going to talk about how do we use competitive intelligence and really start to get into a deep form of ninja, what I like to call kind of ninja keyword research or ninja niche research, to understand what we should be thinking about in our market. So how can we see how competitors are using either paid traffic, or whether marketing on forums or blogs, or using press releases or video, or really any method that they're using to build traffic. We want to use that as part of our competitive intelligence for us to be able to track that. So that's really, really important from the foundation of what we do. And one of the things that we like to talk about on these webinars is really just thinking about how do we build a house with a solid foundation, right? You don't want to build a house on sand, as we say, right? So tonight's going to continue that. If you have a niche market that you'd like me to drill into, please type it into the question box, and we're going to try to get to as many of them live as we can. Let me just drink some water. All righty. So before we jump into the niche drill down and the niche competitive research, I wanted to start off the way that I start off pretty much every week, live Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern, where we talk about how to make sure that we always are applying for as many new affiliate networks and offers as we can. So each and every week, your homework assignment is to sign up for 10 networks that maybe you have not applied to before. So you can start up here. You can also scroll down here and make sure that you are using the links to apply through OfferVault, so we can show the affiliate networks that we sent you. You see these nice join now, or based on which browser you're using, it may say something slightly different, but again, gives you the opportunity to really kind of get involved with these networks directly. The other way that, of course, you can find networks is by searching for more specific offers. So if we see an offer that's of interest, then you can apply directly through to the affiliate network, again, using the links here. It's really critical that you always use your OfferVault links. Okay, awesome. So that is really our key again, is we want to make sure that every single week that we sign up for a minimum of 10 affiliate networks. So if you have a niche that you'd like me to take a look at tonight, please type it in and we'll take a look at it. So David wants us to start doing some competitive intelligence, some spying work. You can call it whatever you want. I think it's okay to spy on our competitors. I'm okay with that term. And again, this is business, right? So this is war. This is not a hobby where we're trying to put up some web pages and maybe some people come, maybe they buy, maybe they don't, maybe they opt in, maybe they don't, maybe they fill out one of our affiliate offers or take an offer, or they don't. That's not what this is about. This is war. And you will find that the affiliates who treat this like a real business and who realize that every day we go to war in these markets are the ones who win. So guess what? The armies who typically win in the real world are the ones who have the best ability to do competitive intelligence or to spy, right? That's what this is all about. So let's start there and let's go to war tonight and let's look at the personal injury niche. So I always start at OfferVault, and we can click search here. We can give it a moment. We could see which offers may be available. We're going to probably see some interesting things related to pay-per-call, which we'll talk about briefly. We actually did a whole session on pay-per-call that I do encourage you to watch within the free training tab. I think you'll find that really beneficial. And yep, the first one we see here is a pay-per-call offer. And this is a $100 payout. We see this personal injury in English and Spanish. CA, I'm assuming that's Canada. It could be California, so we could take a look at that, which actually is important. We did talk about in our traffic series the importance of really understanding and working within the geo-targeting requirements of our of our offers, which is really, really important. All right, let's take a look here. So let's find a few offers here to start. Pay-per-call again. Pay-per-call. We're going to find other offers in other languages and other geos, which is really interesting. And we did talk about running traffic in other languages and other geographies on our traffic series. All right, that gives us a few to take a look at. So let's take a look here. Caller must have been injured here in the last 2 years. Legal services. As a lead, let's take a look here if we can see. So no preview available. So let's go to the next one. I want to see some other offers here. All right, here we go. Personal injury lawyers, pay-per-call, new converting pages. So this is a pay-per-call. I'm also going to look around tonight. We're going to see if we can find some lead gen. The majority of these are pay-per-call, which is perfectly fine. So let's drill into it a little bit. And again, we did a whole webinar on pay-per-call. So what's important on this is to understand the way that pay-per-call is monetized. So this is only going to pay out on a call that exceeds 90 seconds. So why is that? Because someone might be calling who is not qualified. They're not looking for free help. They're not already employing another attorney. So when your prospect calls, the operator is going to ask a series of screening questions very quickly, and they're going to end the call if they're not qualified. And the reason why is they only want to talk to qualified prospects, and you will only get compensated when a prospect is on the phone for 90 seconds plus, which basically means that they've been qualified by a phone operator. Here's another really important point here. This is day parting, which we talked about on our traffic series also. Is this offer only accepts traffic from Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. And one of the questions that I would ask the network is I would want to understand if I'm running in these specific areas or specific geographies. As you can see here, you're going to get a targeted list of U.S. geographies, right? I'm going to want to understand, and this is very important, is that 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., is that Eastern time? Is that Pacific? Like, what time zone is that? And is that when I can run the campaign across the board in one time zone, or is that a local time zone based on where I might be running traffic? Because you might be approved to run traffic in New York and California. Those are different time zones. Those are really important questions, because guess what? You will not be compensated for a call that happens after those hours or after those days. So not only understanding the day parting requirement, but also understanding the time zone is really, really important. I've made mistakes with that in the past, and I'm looking at this and saying, well, I'm driving traffic at 4 p.m. and it's 4 p.m. in a different time zone. So again, just pay attention to that. And again, you're gonna have to pay attention to your geo-targeting there. Let's take a look here. So you're gonna see some really nice payouts here on some of the pay-per-call. You're gonna see some like $90 and $100 payouts. One of the questions that we receive all the time that I've talked about on some other webinars also is, I think the lore, the excitement of running like these $100 or $200 payouts. So we're able to use OfferVault, and we'll get back to that lead page in a moment. We're able to use OfferVault and sort by payout. We can start to see here, some $100 payouts, things like that. Some $4 to $60, $200 payout, $150 payout. So it's awesome, and it's exciting to run affiliate offers with very high payouts, and it can work for you, and you should definitely test it. But you have to realize that a high payout means that it's typically harder to convert. A higher payout will almost always have a lower conversion rate because they're looking for a certain level of qualification from the leads or whatnot to be able to back that type of payout out. It needs to be profitable for the advertiser and the network running that offer. So for someone to pay $100 or $90, they really, really want to make sure that that lead is qualified. So really important to not only just run after the highest payout offers, you want to make sure that you're running an offer that's converting for the type of traffic and the type of prospects that you are driving. So that's why I always emphasize the importance of signing up for 10 affiliate networks per week through OfferVault, just because it's going to set you up to have enough diversity in your portfolio of offers that you can run, that you're not always just limited to running, one type of pay-per-call offer or one advertiser. Super, super important. So let's take a look here, and let's see this lead generation form. So this lead here, so this is paying out $10 for a user to complete this. So they're going to start with a zip submit, and then after the zip submit, they're going to have, typically another form. So again, this is, not an affiliate link. So this is really important. This is a preview page. So it's okay for you to test on this page. It's critical that you do not run test traffic to your own affiliate links. So what happens is the affiliate network is going to look at it and they're going to be like, wow, these affiliates are trying to get paid on their own offers. And you never want to do that. You always want to ask your affiliate network for a preview link or a code, or you want to ask them and say like, hey, do you have a link that I could test traffic to? It's critical. When Mark and I ran an affiliate network together, we had screening for that, and we knew the IP addresses of the affiliates. We knew where they were. And we look at that and we're like, we're not paying out on these offers, for people to test traffic. So really important. And this link here does not have an affiliate link to it. So again, we can just start here. 10016. Just pick a zip code in the middle of New York City. And what they're doing here is they're taking you to a next form. So you're going to have to select what it was. Your date, you're going to have to fill all of this out. And you have to get to your next personal information, contact info, and then you're going to get to a free case eval. And again, you're at 33%. So this tells you this is a 3-part form. And only after all 3 parts to 100% is completed, you would be compensated for that $10 lead, right? So it's really important for you to understand the conversion events for each one of your offers. All right, let me see if there's any questions here, and then we're going to continue. So David's saying, good question. He's assuming that the clicks are very costly in this vertical. Damn straight, my friend. The clicks are very costly in this vertical. And the reason why is this is what I like to call a rich niche. So what a rich niche is something that we can monetize really deeply and just be very diversified in the type of traffic that we're running. So we're able to also, if we're driving traffic to pay-per-call offers that are $100 and lead generation offers that are $10, if it's qualified traffic, you're going to be able to justify a high advertising cost per lead because you're able to monetize it. This is why I mentioned in a previous session, and we even did a session on it, this is one of those niches that's probably a good idea for you to build a list in. So to drive to some sort of free report that you might ghostwrite or get some private label, content you have the ability to publish. Like, you can offer a free report to get people to opt into your list, and then you're able to market to them not only once but multiple times. You can drive them then to a pay-per-call offer. Then you can mail them to this lead offer, or mail them to a content page that has the pay-per-call offer on it, right? So again, it's really important when you're thinking about niches like this that it's best to build a sustainable business. You want to be able to drive consistent traffic, and you want to be able to own your customers, right? So if you're just direct linking, that works in many markets, and we do lots of campaigns with direct linking, and we know lots of 6, 7, 8-figure affiliates who just direct link all day long, who don't build their own landing pages, who don't build their lists. They just direct link to affiliate offers, and that can work. It doesn't work, in my experience, in verticals that have higher conversion hurdles. So it's something like personal injury, or addiction centers, which is another popular offer on OfferVault. Another great kind of niche, again, sort of really high payouts. I find it's best for you to build a relationship with those prospects, right? And develop some content, and then you're able to monetize with multiple offers over time. So let's see any other questions. So again, this is a great niche market, and I don't think that anyone should be scared scared off from scared off from the fact that it's competitive, or the fact that it has high traffic costs, or anything like that. Is you have to understand the lifetime value of your customers or your prospects. If you're building a list in a market like this, you can monetize this really deeply. So again, you want to understand, of course, the costs and the competitive nature of the market, and that's going to be the next thing that we're going to look at now that we look at those offers together. So let's take a look at personal injury, and I'm in my New York City office today. So you're probably going to see some local ads. So you're going to obviously see different advertisements here when based on your geography, right? So I'm fascinated with Google just in general, right? And I've been fascinated with Google since they launched. So this is super interesting here when they're saying see search results about personal injury, see search results about personal injury lawyer, right? And what it's doing here, it's giving you a definition here. It's driving directly to this search link. The other part that we've talked about before that's really important to work with in your competitive research is sort of Google suggests, Google autocomplete. So as we're starting to type here, we start to see Google suggesting. And one of the things I always mention is it's critical that you have a Google Doc or a Google Sheet that you track for your niche markets. For me, I used to carry around a notebook. Now I use the cloud. So everything's in a Google Sheet or Google document for me. So that way, whether it's the middle of the night, or I'm in bed or at work or on the train or whatever, I can always access it and keep notes. So I'm going to want to write down all the key notes here. So things like lawyer salary, that's not, for me, for this type of niche here. And again, New York, New Jersey, these are specific locations. So, if you're running a pay-per-call offer, a lead gen offer in specific cities, then you would obviously use, some of those, right? So, great examples, you would stay away from things like lawyer salary, right? This is not about you, getting people into law school. This is about you generating consumer leads, right? Who unfortunately had, an injury, right? So we can start to see here, some of the keywords that they're using, the presence here of, phone numbers in the ads, right? This here can start to initiate, pay-per-call leads or offers, directly. We can start to see here, some of the content that's available. Again, you can see a lot of this is geo-targeted towards New York because that's where I am, which is kind of interesting. And if we take a look here about the location, you could start to see that you'll see very, very different offers based on where you are, which is perfectly fine. So again, I'm going through here and I'm writing down the competitive companies. I'm writing down a lot of the keywords that they're using. and I'm also starting to understand, what other opportunities Google is presenting to me. So I love, as I showed you before, sort of Google Suggest, Google Autocomplete. I'm writing these down that are relevant. We've talked about this before too. I love searches related to. I'm writing these down here. That makes sense. And again, you'll see a lot of similarities from Google Suggest, but you're also going to see some unique keyword phrases getting into the long tail that we haven't found before. So when we talk about the long tail of search, it's how we drill down deep into a niche market, and that's really where we find the biggest profit potential and return on investment for a few reasons. One, it tends to be less competitive as we drill into the long tail, right? And then also, two, your prospects tend to be further down the funnel, whether they're ready to contact an attorney, you're ready to fill out a lead form and get a home insurance quote, whatever it may be, the deeper you go into this competitive or kind of ninja research, right? The more likely it is that you're able to convert that prospect at that time. That's also when you're starting to think about the top of the funnel, like just general kind of personal injury things. That's okay. You can kind of build a list and then get more specific to start, but it's really hard from that first search to be able to convert a prospect into $100 paper call or a $10 lead form or somewhere in between, right? You have to be able to think again, how do we develop a relationship with that prospect by developing content, by having a newsletter, by getting them on your list and things like that, and then also just the importance of being able to drill down into the long tail to get them closer down through your funnel, which is really important. So, all right, let's see any other questions. Let's see here. So does personal injury include medical malpractice? I mean, you have to look at the lead form. I think one of the ones that we were looking at before, it said things like malpractice. I mean, this was more of a general lead form. So you just have to check with the network and make sure that they're going to compensate you on things beyond just auto accidents. I think when we looked at some of those pay-per call offers, they were very specific. So again, it's offer specific. You just have to take a look at it. All right, let's see the next niche market. So interesting. So someone typed in that they want to see the math homework or tutoring niche. Interesting. So not every niche is easy to monetize, right? So you can, let's take a look. You can definitely build a business about being a math tutor and things like that, right? That's perfectly fine. But we have to see if this is something that we can monetize with affiliate offers. And it doesn't always work like that. So if we take a look at math homework, right? We don't see anything here. Let's see if we type in homework, see what we get. Yeah, I'm not really kind of finding anything yet. And again, I'm writing this down kind of as I'm going through this. And the next thing that we can take a look at would be tutoring. There we go. Easy homework help. All right. Essay homework help. All right, let's take a look at that. That's not math, and that's a cost per sale offer that you're going to get compensated 55% on. That's important. So this is, again, in OfferVault, we're going to feature many different types of offer types. This is a cost per sale, and this is for the Chinese audience. So again, this is like a very, very specific offer. The target audience is financially reliable and consists of Chinese students in English-speaking institutions. So your targeting here is really difficult. And again, this is a cost per sale, which is nothing wrong with running cost per sale offers, but you want to understand that you're not getting paid for a sign up or a lead. When it says a percentage and a sales percentage in OfferVault, it means you're going to get paid as a CPS or cost per sale. So you're only paid when someone purchases this. And that can work. We have lots of affiliates who are very successful running cost per sale offers. But again, this one here is probably a little hard because the targeting is Chinese students in English speaking institutions, right? Kind of tough. So now let's go back here and let's type in tutor. So again, what's interesting is not every niche market can effectively be monetized with affiliate offers. You might find that if you're interested in this niche market and you're publishing content, like one, you can offer your services, direct, and you could just take PayPal or another type of credit card payment and do sort of online tutoring yourself. You could have a local business and you could be marketing online for your local tutoring services in person. So there's definitely ways to monetize the niche, but this may not be the best one to work with as an affiliate, and that's perfectly okay. So we see your tutor. See what this is. No preview available. So yeah, again, I'm not really seeing anything. So this is not sort of deep enough in your affiliate bench. So again, could be a good niche market for you, just probably difficult to run it as an affiliate, and that's perfectly fine. Tutoring, someone was suggesting. So yeah, we could try tutoring, varsity tutors. See if that offer is still live. There we go, varsity tutors. So payout varies. Varsity is a live learning platform that connects students and professionals. Varsity tutoring. So yeah, we could look at this and we can see what the payouts are and what the other opportunities are. I guess part of my comment is I like to see a deep enough bench of affiliate offers, right? I like to see the opportunity to have multiple offers for things like whether it's pay-per-call or lead gen, cost per sale, like a mix of offers. And let's try tutoring. Let's see what's going to pop up here. And I typically don't love to run as an affiliate, an offer that, or a niche that's just going to have one or just a few offers. Yeah, you're tutoring here. So this to me is probably not your best affiliate network. Might be a great niche for other ways to monetize, but probably not your best as an affiliate, which is perfectly okay. It's always good to see that. Let's see here. Give me 1 second. Let me read this. Give me 1 second here. All right, just reading through what other niche markets are coming in here. All right, good. Got some really good ones that you guys are typing in. Let's try to get through them. So some of these are actually going to appear in trending searches, which is excellent. So we have lots of good resources in OfferVault. So we can start to see here in your live searches. We start to see here in trending searches. So we had people who wanted to see within the fitness niche. So let's get into it. Let's get into health and fitness. Great market, tons of affiliate opportunities, really deep. Multiple countries you can run in, different languages. So again, we start to see here there's 290 fitness offers. So another key feature in OfferVault is we can start to take a look at our categories. So we can go to diet and weight loss. So now we just did a search, and now we're going a little bit deeper. We're going to click on diet and weight loss. Let's take a look at what appears here. So we could see cost per action payouts, sale, CPA, lead, the countries that they're running in. Let's take a look at a few of these. Lots of countries, which I love. I mentioned this in our traffic series that I've done really well. We know tons of affiliates have also been very successful when they market in countries that they're not in, right? Running offers internationally and in languages that they don't speak, right? You just need to make sure that you have the right creative and the right keyword targeting and things like that, of course. But what we found is just a lot of success when we're able to run in other countries and other offers here. Let's just open up a few of these. All right, let's take a look. So alkaline water, health and wellness in the UK. So again, really important that we understand where we're targeting. $25 CPA. Offer converts on a valid free trial purchase. So again, really important to understand what your conversion events are. Weight control. CPA of $27. Again, other languages, other countries, United Kingdom. Again, it's important also, like we've talked about, to make sure that you are running only the type of traffic that they want. So they're not taking incent, which means incentivized leads. You cannot run traffic that incentivizes a user to sign up for this. You can't run classifieds. You can't run adult. You can't mail email. You can't run Fiverr traffic. Wow, people are buying traffic on Fiverr. Guess they're telling people to generate traffic or something crazy. That's interesting. Okay, so don't do that. So it's interesting. So they're being very specific on the types of traffic that you're allowed to run. Here's a free trial offer. Your conversion point, again, it converts on a free trial purchase is when they're going to pay you. So it's just really important that you understand what the conversion event is and what the geographies are and what the allowed methods of traffic are. So you can run search pay-per-click, you can run social pay-per-click, you can run banners, contextual, you can run email, you can run pay-per-view or PPV or CPV traffic, US only, and it's telling you what you can't run. It's like no Twitter, you can only run certain. If something says limited, it means you have to talk to your account manager after you're approved from the affiliate network. So the first key here is you want to get approved by the affiliate network, and then you can talk to your account manager there, right? So Nutrisystem, $165 offer. Purchase diet plan, right? So again, we start to see here, what those offers are, and what I like is that there are enough offers here that allow us to really deeply monetize this niche. Now let's drill into it. So now the problem is, if you just start with the concept of weight loss, it's just too competitive. Like, you're not going to be able to get anywhere at that level. So we can start to see here, what is this? This looks like some sort of herbal. Let's see. See, for weight loss. Okay. Now let's see here. Let's go back into OfferVault. So here, this is a great example of us digging into the long tail of a market. So we just start at the top of weight loss. What you're going to find is that you're never, ever going to be able to compete, at least not for multiple years. So let's see, lose weight. All right. 810 million results. You can put that in quotes so we can start to drill down in our competitive research. 162 million results. The top results are what? Health.com, Healthline.com, probably WebMD. There you go, WebMD, Women's Health Mag, Arthritis.org, Cosmopolitan Magazine. So if you look at these top positions, right, these top ranked spots on Google, you're just not going to have the ability to outrank them. These are sites that have been around for 15 years, 20 years, some crazy thing like that, that are just going to are just going to have so much weight and so much authority in Google. You can't compete in the term lose weight or weight loss. You have to drill into the market. We need to find the long tail. There are some opportunities here. So I love this concept of these top stories. You can start to think about using press releases and writing content and publishing articles and then submitting them as press releases. You can start to rank through that methodology. Again, there's some local ads. Videos, I'm a huge fan of video marketing. And you can see that these are brand new videos too. These are not just a video from a WebMD type site that's been out there for 10 years. These are brand new videos. So now all of a sudden you can start to see, like, wow, we can create short form videos. These are, this is long 18-minute videos. These are 2-minute, 3-minute videos, and start to rank not only in YouTube, right, but also on page 1 of Google. So the power of video here is critical. So part of my sort of ninja move here, right, my competitive research, my spying, so I'm writing this all down. I'm saying weight loss too competitive. I round that Gardasil, I don't know, whatever that herb was. We'll get back to that in a second if that's what it was. I'm writing things down like, press releases for content. I'm writing down videos, 2-minute videos. What type of videos can I create? And all of a sudden, you have more opportunity to start to compete in these really, really competitive markets, right? Because otherwise, what's going to happen is you're just going to start out, and how are you going to rank against these companies, and then also the cost of these AdWords to compete against Nutrisystem. They obviously have a pretty big budget. You're not going to be able to compete for the keywords lose weight or weight loss or something like that. It's just way too competitive. So what we need to do is we need to drill down. We need to drill down into the long tail. This is where I win, and this is where all of the successful full-time affiliates. So this is where the rubber meets the road, right? So again, we talked about people having hobbies as affiliates. You want to be a full-time affiliate marketer, you need to master the long tail. You need to be able to go deep into your niche markets. You need to have a pretty big book of offers to run, a deep kind of bench of offers to run, right, from multiple affiliate networks. And you need to understand keywords that you can start to rank in. So Garcinet, again, I'm actually not in the health and wellness niche. It's one of the few niches that I don't typically mess with. Again, that doesn't mean that it's not great. It's just, everyone runs different types of traffic and different types of offers. So, so I'm sure I'm pronouncing that term wrong, but that's okay. I want to see if there's enough diversity here. So look at this. I see 148 results. So this is obviously something that's deep enough for me to promote. Before I saw something that was interesting, we saw this, alkaline water. This could be interesting, but are there going to be enough offers around alkaline water for me to promote? So like what we talked about with the tutoring, I want to make sure that it's not only a niche market that I can get into, but can I find a deep enough bench of offers? And my answer is no. I only see one offer really. They're just in two different countries from the same network. So this could be a great offer. And if you have a niche in healthcare, right, or diet and wellness in France or the UK, you should definitely try this offer, right? It looks actually super interesting. But I don't see as an affiliate how I can build my whole niche market, my whole business around the alkaline water niche as an affiliate. It could be great for you to do other types of marketing, but as an affiliate, I think it's a little bit tough. For this one here, and again, I'm butchering the Garcinia, I guess, Garcinia. Again, look at all these offers in all these different countries that we can run. So this to me is pretty exciting. So let's see. Hang on 1 second. I just hit my my microphone right off my desk. Sorry about that. So that big bang was literally my microphone going off my desk. So hopefully you guys can hear me okay. And if you were sleeping, I probably just woke you up. All right. That's all right. So I think everyone's still here and everyone's all right. Okay. So let's continue in our long tail. And there's going to be lots of examples here of how we can drill into it. So Garcinia and Garcinia Cambogia, again, look, I'm going to butcher all of these terms. So as we start to get in here, we can get deeper and deeper into these niche markets. Now we can see the benefits. Does it work? The side effects, weight loss. Benefits review, does it work? Side effects, customer reviews, weight loss. So again, we see a lot of the same here. So let's start seeing benefits. So this is, to me, is something that we can start to write content about, right? It's something that you can start to really promote actively because there's enough offers and enough geographies for you to really work with and start to profit from. So this, to me, starts to get pretty interesting. And it also talks about the benefits for skincare. But again, if we're focusing on weight loss, we can start to go in here. And this is where my competitive intelligence really starts to pay off when you're digging into the long tail of these niche markets and not only doing the keyword research and the product research to be able to find these long tail products, but also then to start looking for content and ideas for how you can start to provide value for your prospects, right? And again, is this something that you can just direct link from? Is this something you can run direct ads from? Sure. This is also something, again, you can build a list for them. And again, you can see what makes the most sense, for you. So this to me is where I would start to take, weight loss down. So I would start to look here. And then again, I'm writing this all down in my Google Sheet. One of the questions came in, do I use a different Google Sheet per niche? So I actually run a general Google Sheet with all my niche markets, and I write them all down because I'm not always ready to research everything. So I might have an idea for Garcinia, whatever it's called, right? And I might write it down, but I might not be doing it, right now or this month. And if I come back to it in the future, I'll at least see my notes. So I have a general list for all of my niche markets, and it's pretty long, right? So I do this all day, right? And then what I do is I create a unique Google Sheet or Google Doc, whatever you're more comfortable with, per niche market, and I'll name it. So I might have one for weight loss, and in weight loss I might put some different offers and some different kind of keywords. And if I'm going to go really deep into this Garcinia niche, then I probably would break that out and create its own Google Doc or Google Sheet for it. And the reason why, again, is I want to make sure that it's easier for me to access this. And again, it's really important to consider that sorry, I'm just reading some questions here. I think it's really important to consider that the more research and the better, deeper research you do before you start running an ounce of traffic, the better chances of success that you're building, right? You want to go into this armed with this competitive intelligence that we've been talking about for this whole entire session. It is just critical. So now what I might also be interested in doing is, let's see, competitors. I'm just going to say for the fun of it, like, are there other, terms? Similar, you could write. So like, what's similar to this? So again, the deeper you get into this market, the more, sort of not only keywords about Garcinia, but other, sort of, topics and other, other offers and other types that you're going to get deeper and deeper into. So that's for me, I would probably try to take this and not only try to understand what Garcinia is, and maybe that could be your key niche and that could be your whole focus, but you may even drill a little bit deeper and say, we're going to find other competitive points for this. Awesome. All right, everyone. Thanks again. Hope you enjoyed the session. It's always awesome to have you here. Please try to come live Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific, if you can. That way we can drill into your niche markets. If not, we always have the replays available. Make sure you go to OfferVault and you sign up for a minimum of 10 affiliate networks each and every week. That is your homework. Thanks, everyone. Have an awesome time. All of the replays are available for you on the free training tab. Take it easy. Have a great night.